Most of the pilots that the Americans flew against in the Korean War were Russians and not Koreans. Let me explain. So, beginning the Korean War, the Russians realized that, hey, this is a really good opportunity for us to get combat experience, our pilots to get combat experience and test out our new MiG-15 fighter jet without too much risk of starting World War III, which was a little bit of a big deal. And so they sent a whole bunch of their pilots and their MiG-15s to Korea to get experience and also to train the North Korean pilots. And these Soviet pilots were under very strict orders to only speak Korean over the comms. And the issue with this is you're not very likely to stick to speaking a language that you don't understand all that well if you've got an F-86 Sabre on your tail. So pretty quickly, the UN forces figured out by intercepting comms that, oh, those aren't Koreans flying those planes. Those are Soviets. Those are Russians. And there was also a lot of Chinese mixed in as well, who the Soviets had also trained and given MiG-15s to. Now, because it would be very bad if a Soviet officer was captured by American forces, they gave them very strict orders to never fly over Allied controlled territory, South Korean territory, and to not only that, to stay about 30 miles back from the American lines when they were flying, so that if they did get shot down, they weren't going to get captured. Now, there were 2 times that I know of that a Russian was shot down over American lines. And one of them was on land, and he offed himself before he could be captured. But the second time, well, he was shot down over the Yellow Sea. And then his wingman strafed him rather than let him be captured. So your survivability